Welcome back to another video. Now, today's video, we're going to get on the topic of Moses Atalma versus Jermaine Franklin. Now, this is going down this Saturday, and I believe they call it like the Magnificent Seven card. I believe that's what they called it at first. I don't know whether they changed it or not, because I know Moses had to pull out of the first arranged date that there was. So I can't really remember off the top of my head who's on the actual undercard. I know there's plenty of people on there. It is a stacked card. But I'm just here just for pure Moses Talma versus Jermaine Franklin. Now, this fight actually really interests me because the way they're selling it is very smart. Because they're saying, which he hasn't, Jermaine Franklin has never been stopped. He's never been dropped. Like significantly, like he's never been stopped in the fights that he's had, and he's been in there with Anthony Joshua, Dylan White, all the top names in the past 10 years. He's been in there with, and he hasn't been successful with them, but he still hasn't been stopped by these actual killers, like the actual brawlers of boxers, and so he's been there with all sorts of abilities. Now they're selling it in the sense of if Moses stops him or he knocks him down or puts him in a way that we haven't seen previously in the last, say, 5 to 10 years, that Moses is like a different breed. I think he's a different breed anyway. But I will just say, I think he does. He does stop Jermaine Franklin. He gets him out of there within 6, I would say. Within 6. I would like to see, I could see him getting him out of there within the first 2 rounds, to be honest with you. But I want to see Moses Talma get at least 4 rounds under his belt, at least, against a seasoned pro like Jermaine Franklin. He's proved very difficult against these top heavyweights in the last 5-10 years. So I want to see how Moses Talma downloads the levels of boxing as he progresses in his career. Now, it's going to be interesting because of that selling point. Jermaine Franklin, he's never been stopped, and he's been in there with AJ. He's been there with all of them. He's been in there with the best of the best in the heyday. We're talking about Moses Talma here. Yes, he's still very fresh. He's still very green, but it's not if, it's when. It's when that Moses will have the takeover of the heavyweight division. I don't see many people beating him. I feel like if he was to fight Usyk right now, Usyk would beat him. But the thing I think I find more interesting the most is see where Moses goes after this. Now it's heavyweight boxing. You can't really count a heavyweight fighter out of a fight. But in this case, I feel like you can. Um, it's like the same. Like whoever now gets booked to fight Usyk, you will always bet on Usyk. You will always say, "Yep, Usyk's one." Like he's your safe bet, kind of thing. And I feel like that's going to be Moses Atalma. But this card is just insane in general. Like I know Ezra Taylor's on there. I'm looking forward to him fighting. I've got to do some more research about all throughout the low. I think Willie. Yeah, he's fighting. Yeah, Ezra Taylor. I'm pretty sure he's fighting Willie. I know that sounds a bit mad, but yeah, a great fight in itself. But yeah, I mean, where does Moses Talma go after this? The heavyweight's in a great position right now, I think, anyway, because of the two. I'm going to say the two frontmen of the division, Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley. And I know it sounds crazy to say because you've still got Tyson Fury booked to fight Makhmudov, and you've got Usyk to fight Rico Verhoeven, and you also got Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder. It is a heavyweight clash this year. Like, it is crazy. And then hopefully we get Anthony Joshua back because I do want to see him back in the ring, but I don't want him to rush it. And I think that's where he's at anyway. I feel like training alongside Usyk and becoming friends with Usyk is going to make AJ such a better person in general, but a much more cleaner boxer. I'm not saying that he's going to adapt Usyk style because I feel like in the part of the career, I feel like that would be stupid. I feel like what they'll do is they'll find ways to execute Anthony Joshua in where he's great at the moment, or like where he has been, or how to execute that brutal finisher that he once was. But yeah, Moses Talma, Jermaine Franklin, this Saturday. Who have you got winning? And where does Moser Talma go after if he wins? Where does Jermaine Franklin go after if he beats Moser Talma? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts as always. But once again, thank you for coming across another video. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like onto this video, and I'll catch you at the next one.